Japan lost its place as the world's #2 economy to China in the second quarter, as receding global growth sapped momentum and stunted a shaky recovery. The figures underscore China's emergence as an economic power that is changing everything from the global balance of military and financial power to how cars are designed. Already, China is the world's biggest exporter, car buyer and steel producer, and its global influence is continuing to expand. China has surpassed Japan in quarterly GDP figures before, but this time it's unlikely to relinquish the lead. By the end of the year, China's economy will almost certainly be bigger than Japan's. China is growing at a staggering pace. Its economy increases in size by 10% a year, while Japan's most optimistic forecast suggests a growth rate of just 2 to 3% for 2010.
We've had the Asian crisis, we've had the recent financial crisis, and China's growth has been fairly robust to that, and I think that is giving people confidence. It's giving firms the confidence to continue investing. It's giving people confidence to continue consuming and to plan their life, and for people to assume that things will get better in the future.
This couple came to Beijing 10 years ago with dreams of making it big in the big city. Both now work in good jobs, in marketing and the export trade. In the last 5 years, they've managed to buy a small apartment in the outskirts of the city, along with a small blue sedan. But this is not quite the success they've dreamed of. With their car and house bought on credit, they have large monthly instalments to pay. Despite this, they are optimistic that things will be smooth for them in the future. We are very confident in China's economy. We have been in Beijing for many years now and have a very stable life. Although there is a crisis, life for us and people around us is quite stable. China's breakneck growth has produced a huge wealth gap between the rural areas and the affluent cities. A small number of families and businesses have profited hugely from 3 decades of reform, while China's poor majority saw very little increase in personal wealth. The gap is so huge that China has dozens of billionaires, while the average income for the rest of its 1.3 billion people is among the world's lowest. In Japan, it's a different story. People there are still among the world's richest, with a per capita income of $37,800. Compare that to China's $3,600 and the picture becomes crystal clear. On paper, it appears that China is booming into a glorious new decade of prosperity. But a look under the surface reveals serious problems that will have to be addressed if China's prosperity is to continue to grow.